Welcome back to Wingwong Wednesday. What up, derps? Like the video.
Derapy. Trump posted a bomb Iran music video with these lyrics. Went to a mosque, gonna throw some rocks. Time to turn Iran into a parking lot. What bothers me the most about this is the fact that I actually had to go on the Truth Social app to see if this was actually real. This is a actual video clip that the President of the United States posted about hitting another country with missiles.
Bomb, bomb, Iran. Bomb, 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 Iran. Bomb, 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 Iran.
Is it too much to ask for your president to not post parody songs about bombing other countries? Is that crazy? What's so interesting to me is that I can only imagine how Red Team would try and justify or defend doing something as crazy as this, because you just know that if some 20-year-old that was running Joe Biden's Twitter posted a video about us bombing another country, they would be like, clearly he's not running his own Twitter. This guy's obviously out of his mind. He should be impeached immediately. But Trump can definitely post parodies of Beach Boys songs joking about bombing Iran when we're supposed to be trying to set up some kind of ceasefire between them and Israel. This entire country is a joke. It's incredibly sad, actually. Donald Trump is, in fact, shocker,
A wingwong.
I just find it incredibly embarrassing that not only is he, just kind of a joke of a president, but also, like, everybody can see this. Like, other countries are having to report on this chicanery, and it's absurd.
And the US President Donald Trump has posted a video on social media featuring a song called Bomb Iran. The video shows clips of B-2 stealth fighter jets, the same used in the strike on Iran's nuclear facilities. The song is a parody of the 1961 record, Bahrain, by the Regents.
The song is funny, to be fair, but I would understand like some edgy teenager or some wacky YouTuber creating a parody and posting it for memes. I get it. But the president of the United States, the person that is like directly involved in the conflict and is ideally supposed to be trying to put an end to the conflict, kind of like posting parodies with video of the same weapons that we use to literally hit a place with missiles. Like, it seems kind of crazy. I just feel like if literally anybody else in the world did it and you heard news about it, you would be like, wait, they just fired missiles at them and now they're posting videos like goofing about it. Like, this is kind of weird. I don't know, man. I just feel like Trump has done so much crazy stuff at this point that like we just see or hear about this stuff and we're just like, it's Trump being crazy. But literally nobody would do that. Nobody else in the world would do that. Like, nobody. I don't know, man. It's weird. I'm just running out of words to explain it.
Wingwong.
In much lighter news, the NBA Finals just recently concluded, and we get this really, really professional and shockingly really impressive clip between Stephen A. Smith, Bob Myers, and Kendrick Perkins, where they're talking ahead of the last game of the NBA season about how much they love working together.
Tonight, knock down a few threes.
Can I say this on national television?
Yeah, sure.
From a basketball standpoint, I'm not disagreeing with Perk per se, but he's really annoying me today.
Man, I really love me some Stephen A. Smith. I mean, yes, I do agree with you in a basketball sense, the whole reason we're here and the entire thing that we're talking about. But I feel like what's really important on the last day of the NBA season, when we have the most eyes that we've had on us all year in this pivotal Game 7 that's going to decide the next NBA champion, I would just like to talk about how much you've been annoying me today, Kendrick Perkins.
And I'm going to tell you why Perkins is annoying me. Because this is a man that is a champion. You're talking about a Game 7, and he's talking about a Game 7 like, you know what? Hey, Cat's just going to step up. No, somebody's palms are going to get sweaty.
God, gotta love Stephen A. Smith with the incredible analysis. Stop just assuming that people were going to step up. These people get nervous in the spotlight.
Backside going to get tight.
Backside gonna get tight?
Backside going to get tight.
What the is he talking about?
Backside gonna get tight. Somebody. It always happens in a Game 7. Now, I don't know who's gonna do it, but he acts like everybody that's been producing all year long, come Game 7, it's no different. It's no different. It's very, very, very different.
First of all, this is just like the worst analysis ever. Kendrick Perkins has been annoying me on a personal level, and I need to let you all know why on national television. It's because he's acting like these guys are going to perform like they have been all year. But I'm telling you, I, Stephen A. Smith, am declaring that this happens every Game 7. Backsides get tight. Brother, what? Also, why do you sound hysterical right now? No one's even arguing with you.
Wingwong.
And he knows this because he's a champion. And not only that, when they lost in Game 7, you were injured. You didn't play. Had you played, you might have beat the Lakers. It's a big deal. It's a Game 7.
I don't know why he's screaming like this. I mean, he is screaming A. Smith, but I also don't know why he's getting so personal with Kendrick Perkins. He's acting like Kendrick Perkins said something to personally offend him. He literally just said that somebody's going to need to step up in the game. Like, what is the problem, dog?
Can I defend Your Honor here?
I don't think we got time.
Just because you yell something doesn't mean it's true. That's
You
what
just
I'm
finished saying that.
That's what I'm going to say.
Malika, he just finished saying that. Bob Myers just finished saying it's a Game 7.
I know.
What happened to the game I love? What happened to the sports media that I used to love and enjoy? Who let Stephen A. literally pull up on every single game, for every single event, for every single sport imaginable? This man is everywhere. Get him off the mic. Get him off my screen.
Wingwong.
Imagine the people that are working with you literally telling you, even though you are the most like high-valued, highest-paid person at the network, being like, hey, dog, just because you're yelling doesn't mean that you're right. I'm going to need you to settle down. Good. I'm glad somebody's telling you to shut up. You're simply too loud. That's my only feedback. Please stop talking. And if you must, lower your tone. Next, we have AdinRoss, still culturally prevalent for some reason, threatening to fire an employee because they were playing one of the greatest Kendrick Lamar songs of all time at an event that he happened to be running.
Glizzy.
Hey, production, skip this shit right now.
I would actually understand if, because AdinRoss has like close affiliation with Drake, he claims that they're friends, which I just simply don't believe. But if, as a courtesy to Lawbury State Graham, you didn't want Not Like Us playing at an event that you were hosting, that makes sense. But the song All Right, like, come on, that's not doing any harm to anybody.
I don't want Kendrick Lamar played at my event. And if whoever fucking played this song, you're gonna get fired.
Whoever played this song, you're gonna get fired? Dude, it was probably just like shuffled on a playlist or something. That's absurd. Now, I'm not going to pretend to care about this hypothetical DJ's livelihood, but just like the level of snappiness and petulance that's coming from AdinRoss over just hearing a Kendrick Lamar song anywhere in his vicinity is kind of nuts. It shouldn't be that deep. It's not even your beef.
It's his walkout song, bro.
No, it's not. Yeah. Thank you for skipping that to 50 Cent.
You don't fuck with Kendrick?
I'm a loyal person, my friends, that's all it is.
I'm too loyal. I'm just too loyal of a person to my friends, to my dear friend Drake. Drake does not love you like that, dog. I can assure you that AdinRoss has ops because he's a bit of a dork. He's a bit of a
Wingwong.
And I'm just absolutely certain that if it was up to Steak or Kick or whoever's paying Drake these days, if they wanted him to hop on the stream of somebody that had beef with AdinRoss, I promise you, Drizzy Steak Graham would do it. I almost feel bad that these streamers have reached a certain level of celebrity where they feel like they're actually on par with people like Drake. I don't even like Drake anymore, but the idea that him and AdinRoss have this mutual respect and loyalty to each other when Drake is like an S-tier celebrity, like mega star musician, one of the most popular human beings on earth, and AdinRoss just streams. Like, what is your relationship with each other? Like, what do you all actually talk about? Like, I just don't believe that he deserves this level of loyalty from you. It's kind of cringe.
Wingwong.
Next, we have Logan Paul, who used to be a fake crypto guru, but is now just a fake wrestler. He is talking with resident big head KSI about, well, KSI maybe not going to Logan Paul's wedding because KSI and jakepaul have been beefing for like 5 years over basically nothing. KSI is trying to catch up with Logan Paul over whatever. He's like, hey man, how's it going? And Logan Paul's like, good. I'm getting ready for this wedding that you're not invited to.
How you been anyway?
Yeah, solid.
Oh, sick.
Busy,
Yeah.
chilling now, getting ready for this wedding that you're not coming to.
Nah, don't do that. You know why.
I get it.
Bro,
I get it.
imagine I go to your wedding, Jake's there, I'm there. It's awkward, bro.
Aren't y'all like 30 years old? It's really not that hard to avoid somebody at a wedding. Logan is an extremely famous person with tons of friends and family, and I just don't think it would be too terribly hard for you and Jake Paul to not scream at each other or fight at such a big event. Like, do you have literally zero self-control? There has to be a way where you and Jake could just not make it about you two and just celebrate this mutual human that for some reason you both like being around. I'm actually low-key getting like vicarious embarrassment just imagining not going to somebody I care about's wedding because one other person that I don't like is going to be there. Like, dude, grow up.
There's that tension between us.
Yeah, but we're gonna be filming for a reality show, be sick material.
No, but then everyone's gonna be like, something's about to happen.
Yes.
Someone's going down.
Ew. So, sorry, I didn't even listen to this clip before I started putting it into the show. So Logan actually wants him to come there because he wants there to be drama and potential issues on what is supposed to be like the most important day of him and his soon-to-be wife's life. It wasn't enough that Logan Paul had like actual Lunchly, their stupid Lunchables ripoff, in the room when his fiance was giving birth. Like, he was literally making Snapchat stories about like pushing product while she was pushing out their child. Now Logan Paul's like, hey, KSI, please come to my wedding and argue with my brother just so it can ruin the love of my life's day. It'll be really good for television. HBO Max needs it. You guys suck. You're the worst people.
Wingwongs.
I got my bodyguards. He's got his bodyguards. Like, at a wedding, bro. What's this?
The fact that KSI thinks that he'd have to bring multiple bodyguards and Jake Paul would also have to bring multiple bodyguards to a wedding that's going to be filmed for HBO Max just in case a fight breaks out is so strange. I feel like I'm listening to people who live in a completely different reality than mine. Please find God.
It'll be great. It'll be a story. What a story.
Yeah, you're just thinking about the hits. The clips. Oh my God.
Y'all are weird. You might find this surprising, but Donald Trump did something kind of weird on Juneteenth. You know, a day that black people seem to really enjoy celebrating for reasons that I think are obvious. For those of you that don't know, Juneteenth is a federal holiday, and it is meant to be celebrated annually to commemorate the end of slavery in the United States. I would say that was a pretty big deal. You know, there was slavery. It was bad. It ended. That was pretty sick. Now black people are doing significantly better than they were, you know, when they were slaves in the country. Now, you would be shocked to discover that Donald J. Trump decided to tweet on Juneteenth. Yes. Too many non-working holidays in America. It is costing our country billions of dollars to keep all of these businesses closed. The workers don't want it either. No time off. Soon we'll end up having a holiday for everyone's working day of the year. It must change if we are going to make America great again. Somebody get the nurse. I'm sure it was just a coincidence. You know, Trump sees a whole bunch of black people outside or posting about not working and enjoying themselves, and he's like, get these niggas back to work. I'm sure it's just a coincidence. I'm sure that he's been sitting on this for a while. He's held this sentiment for a while, and it didn't happen to be like, you know, probably the most important day to black people of the year for him to pull out the whole, you know, people actually enjoy working on holidays. In fact, before you know it, every day of the year will be a federal holiday, and nobody will work at any place ever again for anything or any wage, and no one will provide any service for any person ever. It's a slippery slope. But he can just golf whenever. I feel like he doesn't even have to ask to take a day off for real. Like, who's his boss? Whatever. Trump's a
wingwong.
So a man that goes by Alchemist, he makes beats. He found himself in a little bit of hot water because people were criticizing the use of AI in music. And his response to that in this June 20th tweet was, a cell phone is AI. Think about that. Nah, really think about it. Angry commentary about AI while on a cell phone. How dumb this conversation is. LOL. This is fun. You know, back in my day, we used to say that this was real head-assery, but today, we just call it
a wingwong.
Dude really thought he did something with this tweet. You're really upset about people generating art instead of like making it from scratch? You're literally using a cell phone right now? What are you, dumb? You would think that somebody like Alchemist, who has obviously had a long and successful career in the music industry not using AI, you would think he would understand why some people would be upset about the use of it. Instead, he's just like, dude, you literally have a calculator on your phone. You know that's like AI, right? Bro, have you ever played a video game? You're literally fighting against AI in the video game. So if you want to criticize AI, stop playing Xbox. Brother, you sound challenged. Please, take a walk. Shockingly, his tweet has been deleted. In our next story, we have a very painful 31 seconds of silence after Caray accidentally says a slur while reading a disability pride promo during a baseball game. Let's give it a listen.
Disability Pride Night is Thursday, July 10th, and with the theme ticket, fans take home a Cardinals cap featuring the Disability Pride flag and Cardinals in Braille. Details at cardinals.com/theme.
We're only going to leave like 10 seconds of silence there, but good God, it's painful. It's so much worse because they're talking about pride and accidentally dropping the F slur immediately after saying so. I don't think it was malicious. It sounds like painfully close to flag, like the actual word that he was trying to say, but good Lord, man, the silence after is just harrowing. Not the worst thing ever, but certainly earned its place on a
Wingwong Wednesday.
Wingwong of the week goes to Donald John Trump. Buddy is out here poking the ops with parody videos about firing missiles at people. He announced a ceasefire, and then he admitted that he doesn't know what's going on with either of these countries. They're fighting for reasons that he doesn't understand, or maybe that they don't understand. I don't know. He doesn't seem super sure about it. Don't think he really knows all that's going on, if I'm being totally real. Seems a little bit under pressure.
We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
Yeah, he sounds like he totally has it under control. That's all I got for you all today. Thank you so much for tapping in. Love you. Mean it. Spread the bread and enjoy the outro. Bye.
Call him LQ and that guy Slate.
My streets is filled with the blood of the innocent. For lobbyists' benefit, finger on the trigger, help them with the penmanship. And blood is the ink that they dealing in. With the laws passing, stress everlasting. Stop how the cast into the black. Pick it up, never put it down. Don't like the way they peace out. Bang, bang for 100 rounds. Hollow tips help you part them out. Gun 'em down, gun 'em down. Gun 'em down, gun 'em down. Gun 'em down, gun 'em down.